Have you ever felt that something is wrong with your life, but you can't explain what it is? You wake up, you go through your routine, you chase goals, you scroll through your phone, you talk to people, you smile, but deep inside, there's a quiet discomfort, a feeling that something is missing, a feeling that no matter how much you achieve, how much you earn, how much attention you receive, peace always seems to stay just out of reach. And what if I told you that your suffering is not coming from where you think it is? What if the thing hurting you most is something you do every single day without even realizing it? Most people spend their entire lives trying to escape suffering. They blame difficult people. They blame bad luck. They blame their circumstances. They blame the economy. They blame the past. But according to the Buddha, the true source of suffering is much closer than any of those things. It lives inside the mind, not because the mind is your enemy, but because the mind, when left unconscious, creates illusions that feel more real than reality itself. And this hidden truth changes everything. Because if suffering is being created internally, then freedom is possible. Not someday, not after you become rich, not after everyone finally understands you, not after life becomes perfect. Freedom becomes possible right now. The Buddha spent years searching for the answer to one question. Why do human beings suffer? Not kings, not poor people, not specific groups, all human beings. And after deep observation, he discovered something shocking. People do not suffer because life is difficult. People suffer because they resist life as it is. Think about that carefully. The pain of life is unavoidable. Disappointment happens. Loss happens. Aging happens. Change happens. But suffering begins when the mind says, this should not be happening. This is unfair. I deserve something different. The moment reality and expectation collide, suffering is born. And most people never notice this process happening inside them. Imagine holding a rope. The rope is burning your hands. You know it hurts, yet you refuse to let go. Then you complain about the pain. This is how many people live emotionally, holding on to old resentment, holding on to failed relationships, holding on to regrets, holding on to expectations, holding on to versions of themselves that no longer exist. And every day they wonder why they feel exhausted. The Buddha taught that attachment is one of the deepest roots of suffering, but attachment is often misunderstood. Attachment does not mean loving people. It does not mean enjoying success. It does not mean having dreams. Attachment means believing that your happiness depends on things remaining exactly the way you want them to be. And life never makes that promise. Everything changes. Everything moves. Everything transforms. Yet the mind desperately tries to freeze reality. The mind says, stay young forever. Stay successful forever. Stay loved forever. Stay comfortable forever. But reality whispers, nothing stays forever. This conflict creates endless suffering. Look around. How many people are suffering not because of what happened, but because they cannot accept what happened? How many people are trapped in memories that no longer exist? How many people are replaying conversations from years ago? How many people are fighting battles that ended long ago? The event is gone, but the suffering remains. Why? Because the mind keeps feeding it. The Buddha compared this to being struck by two arrows. The first arrow is the painful event itself. The second arrow is the story you tell yourself afterward. The first arrow may be unavoidable. The second arrow is optional. Yet most people shoot themselves with the second arrow every day. Someone criticizes them once. They replay for months. Someone rejects them. They build an identity around the rejection. A mistake happens. They carry guilt for years. The original event may last minutes. The mental suffering lasts decades. This is why two people can experience the same hardship and respond completely differently. One becomes stronger. The other becomes trapped. The difference is not the event. The difference is the relationship they develop with the event. And this leads us to one of the most dangerous illusions in modern life, the belief that external success will eliminate internal suffering. Many people spend years saying, I'll be happy when I make more money. I'll be happy when I find the perfect partner. I'll be happy when I buy the house. I'll be happy when people finally respect me. But notice what happens. The goal arrives. For a brief moment, there is excitement. Then the mind creates another target, another condition, another requirement, another mountain to climb. The finish line keeps moving. This endless chasing is what the Buddha described thousands of years ago. The mind always wants more validation, more pleasure, more certainty, more control. And because the mind never feels satisfied for long, suffering continues. Modern society often encourages this cycle. You are constantly told that you are incomplete, that happiness is one purchase away, one promotion away, one relationship away, one achievement away. But if peace always exists somewhere in the future, you never learn how to experience it in the present. And that is exactly why so many people feel empty despite having everything they once wanted, because they mastered achievement, but never mastered the mind. And without mastering the mind, suffering follows you wherever you go, whether you live in a small apartment or a mansion, whether you are unknown or famous, whether you are struggling or successful, because the real battlefield has never been outside of you. It has always been within. And once you begin to understand this, a powerful question emerges. If suffering is being created by unconscious mental habits, can those habits be changed? The Buddha's answer was clear. Yes, but first, you must become aware of the invisible patterns controlling your life. And that awareness may be the beginning of the greatest transformation you will ever experience. The moment you become aware of your mental patterns, something extraordinary begins to happen. You stop being a prisoner of your thoughts, and you start becoming an observer of them. Most people spend their entire lives believing every thought that appears in their minds. If the mind says, I am not good enough, they believe it. If the mind says, I will never succeed, they believe it. If the mind says, everyone is against me, they believe it. But the Buddha discovered a truth that remains revolutionary even today. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts come and go. They appear. They disappear. They change constantly. Yet there is something deeper within you that remains. The awareness that notices them. Imagine sitting beside a river. Leaves float past on the water. You watch them come and go. You do not chase them. You do not fight them. You simply observe. Your thoughts are the same. But most people jump into the river. They grab every leaf. They become exhausted. They drown in stories that may not even be true. This is why mindfulness is such a powerful practice. Mindfulness is not about emptying your mind. It is not about becoming emotionless. It is about seeing clearly, seeing your thoughts without becoming trapped by them, seeing your emotions without becoming controlled by them, seeing reality without constantly filtering it through fear, anger, and desire. The Buddha taught that awareness itself is transformative, because what you become aware of, you can change. But what remains unconscious continues to control you. Think about your daily life. How many reactions happen automatically? Someone disagrees with you. You become defensive. Someone succeeds. You become jealous. Someone ignores you. You feel rejected. Someone criticizes you. You become angry. These reactions often happen so quickly that they feel automatic. Yet each reaction is rooted in a deeper attachment. An attachment to being right, an attachment to being admired, an attachment to being accepted, an attachment to protecting an image of yourself. And every attachment becomes a potential source of suffering. The Buddha was not teaching people to become passive. He was teaching them to become free. There's a profound difference. Freedom does not mean avoiding challenges. Freedom means no longer allowing challenges to control your inner state. A storm may exist outside, but peace can still exist within. This is a strength that many people spend their lives searching for. Not physical strength, not financial strength, mental strength, the ability to remain centered when life becomes uncertain, the ability to remain calm when others panic, the ability to remain compassionate when others become bitter, the ability to continue moving forward without carrying the weight of unnecessary suffering. And this strength begins with acceptance. Acceptance is often misunderstood. People hear the word and think it means giving up, but acceptance is not surrendering your power. Acceptance is seeing reality clearly. When you deny reality, you suffer. When you fight reality, you suffer. When you refuse to acknowledge reality, you suffer. But when you accept reality, You can finally work with it. Imagine being lost in a forest. Pretending you are somewhere else does not help. Arguing with the forest does not help. Accepting where you are becomes a first step toward finding the way out. The same principle applies to life. Many people waste years resisting what already exists. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try asking, what is the situation teaching me? That single shift changes everything, because suffering often becomes a teacher. Loss teaches gratitude. Failure teaches resilience. Uncertainty teaches faith. Loneliness teaches self-discovery. Pain teaches wisdom. This does not mean pain is pleasant. It means pain can become meaningful. And meaningful pain transforms differently than meaningless pain. One of the greatest lessons in Buddhist wisdom is that life is constantly changing. Everything changes. Your circumstances, your emotions, your relationships, your successes, your failures. Even the person you are today will not be the same person you are a year from now. Yet many people live as if permanence exists. They become shocked when change arrives. But change was always coming. The Buddha encouraged people not to fear change, but to understand it. Because when you truly understand impermanence, gratitude naturally grows. You stop taking moments for granted. You stop postponing happiness. You stop assuming there will always be another opportunity. You become present. And presence is where life actually happens. Not in yesterday, not in tomorrow. Now, this moment, the breath you are taking right now, the opportunity in front of you right now, the life unfolding right now. Many people spend so much time worrying about the future that they never experience the present. Others spend so much time reliving the past that they miss the opportunities of today. Meanwhile, life quietly passes by. The Buddha's teachings invite us back to this moment, not because the present is perfect, but because the present is real. And reality is always more powerful than imagination. The truth is that suffering often survives because we keep feeding it. We feed it with overthinking. We feed it with resentment. We feed it with comparison. We feed it with fear. We feed it with endless mental noise. But the moment we stop feeding it, something remarkable happens. It begins to lose its power. This does not happen overnight. Transformation is not a single moment. It is a practice, a daily choice, a commitment to greater awareness, a commitment to greater wisdom, a commitment to becoming stronger than your unconscious habits. Every day you have a choice. You can continue repeating the same patterns, or you can wake up. You can continue carrying old burdens, or you can set them down. You can continue allowing fear to control your decisions, or you can move forward with courage. You can continue searching for peace outside yourself, or you can discover that peace has been waiting within you all along. The Buddha never promised a life without challenges. He never promised a life without pain. What he offered was something far more valuable. A path toward clarity, a path toward freedom, a path toward inner peace, a path toward understanding the true nature of suffering and, more importantly, how to move beyond it. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed, pause, observe your mind, ask yourself, am I suffering because of reality or because of the story I am telling myself about reality? That question alone has the power to change your life, because awareness is where freedom begins, and freedom is where suffering ends. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on the lessons shared today and consider how they apply to your own life. For more timeless wisdom, deep Buddhist teachings, and life-changing insights designed to help you build inner peace, mental strength, and a wiser mind, be sure to subscribe to Wisdom Hub Buddha. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who may need these words today, and join our growing community of seekers committed to living with greater awareness and purpose. Until next time, protect your peace, train your mind, and remember, the greatest transformation begins the moment you truly see yourself. Thank you for watching Wisdom Hub Buddha.